right now. Do we have an echo in here? Is that okay? There's an echo. All right. So I'm going to get away from this. I'm going to move here. I'm going to stand here. I'm not going to move. All right. Lip sense. We're going to talk about lip sense and the discontinued colors. Woo! Social media. Obviously the reason why we're here today, right? Talk a little bit about the back office and the new Contact Us page, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about Senesites, and I'm going to bring up our Ruby Queen, Jerry Taylor Swain. She's going to talk briefly, yeah, big cheer for her. We're going to talk a little bit about training. How many of you would like to build a massive organization? I would too. That's great. Okay. We're going to go over some of that as well and what we're going to be doing. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the future. I hope by the end of this presentation, you'll be as equally as excited as I was when I prepared it. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about lip sense real quick. Okay, as you know, we had to reduce to 36 colors, correct? We all remember that. And as Philippe had mentioned, this is obviously due to manufacturing and inventory to get up to speed. However, what marketing has done, marketing has gone out to all the distributors, or a lot of the distributors, and they've done a survey on what colors that didn't make the 36 would you like to see to come back, right? We have a list. However, marketing doesn't trust me by any stretch, and I don't blame them, because as soon as marketing tells me something, guess where it goes, right? Okay. So they're keeping hush-hush about it, but keep in mind what they did. I know, boo, I know. Well, you know, you can write letters to them. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you can wag your finger at them and all that and say, you're ruining Chris's presentation because you didn't tell him. All right, but they are going to be returning in 2018. Okay, great. We're also going to have limited editions coming out as well in 2017 and 2018 as well. Now, I'm just going to tell you this as a hint, all right? Make sure you get to Leaders in October. That's all I'm going to say. The tickets are almost gone. Make sure you get to Leaders in October. It's going to be right here in Tulsa, right? So please make sure you get to that. So then, oh, by the way, thanks Leslie. And we've included ladies and above for Leaders. I don't know if you guys have known that. We kind of put in the sentiments and so forth, but if you don't know and your team doesn't know, please let them know that the qualifications for that is ladies and above. And Leslie, I believe the registration is working right now. Everyone ready to go. Awesome. All right, so that's lip sense. Now, social media, right? We're going to talk a little bit about that. Snapchat. And we have what's called custom filters all throughout this event in this hotel, as well as the 1920s Jazz Festival on Saturday night, correct? So we have custom filters. Now, I'm going to make a confession to you. I didn't know what a custom filter was. So when I'm reading this, right, I'm like, gee, custom filter, I wonder what that is. So I innocently walked over into marketing. And I thought I would find the nicest person possible in marketing to tell me what a custom filter was. Because if I asked the whole group, they would think, gee, Chris, you don't know what a custom filter is? So I didn't want to embarrass myself. So I found a very nice person, Shelby. Y'all know Shelby? Isn't she great? The nicest person ever. And I asked her, I go, Shelby, can you show me or tell me what a custom filter is? And she goes, sure, that's no problem, Chris. Now, Shelby and I have traveled. We've gone to Australia. I thought we had a friendship. I really did. Well, you don't trust marketing sometimes, right? And she goes, well, sure, let me just take a couple of pictures of you. So let's start off with this one, the Joker. Apparently people think that I'm rather funny or something, but there that one goes, okay. By the way, just when I couldn't feel a little more insecure sometimes on how you look, they throw that one up there, right? Sometimes, you know, I got to be the firm guy in the office, so this was the Hear Me Roar one, right? All right, I'm pulling you over on this one, right? I got to ask for a registration and license, my Frank Poncherello look. But I do have a softer side, and there it is. So when you see Shelby, you just say, thanks very much, Shelby, for that lesson. Needless to say, I quickly learned what a custom filter is, okay? All right, we got to move on. All right, so let's now talk about the new Contact Us page. All right, the really cool thing about this, it's in your back office right now. And if you notice, when you send in emails, by the way, what Senecare has done is Senecare has now designated certain teams to answer emails. If you remember, and Felipe had mentioned 3 months back, boy, it was really tough to get through to Senecare, was it not, right? But obviously, you know, we've grown a lot. Wendy has built an incredible team. Same with Amanda here in Oklahoma. You got to give them a big cheer. They've done a phenomenal job. Please. Yeah, it wasn't easy. And so right now there's what we call a drop-down window, okay? And in the drop-down window, it's kind of like a subject line, you know, when you put your stuff. This is a great way for us to filter. See, this is the filter I was thinking, right? This is a great way to filter exactly where your email is going to go and who's going to be able to answer that email. So when you do send your emails in for your inquiries, right, please, by all means, make sure that you click on the category, because then it's easier for us and it's quicker for us to get back to you, all right? So that's one really cool feature. Obviously, we need a lot more features as we move along, and we are also working now and testing the online chat. Is that pretty good? So that basically means that instead of calling in or emailing, we're going to give you what's called a chat option. And, you know, have you ever been on a chat option before? It's kind of interesting, you know, like when you type, there's always that long pause where there's like a little bit of a pause, not really long, but, you know, long enough pause, and then they answer you. It's because they're also answering maybe 2 or 3 other, you know, people for customer service. And this is a great way to make sure that we are obviously, and as Felipe had mentioned, when you dial in or when you call in or when you chat in, that we're answering you very quickly. So I thought you guys would like that feature as well. All right? Senasites, you all been asking for it. Probably you've noticed that the Senasites are up. And you now have the ability to upload your inventory, right? Okay, so this is where I want to call up Jerry Taylor Swade. She's going to come in and she's going to basically explain a little bit about how she is uploading her inventory. So please make some noise for Jerry Taylor Swade, all right?
Hi, everybody. Woo!
Here's your clicker. Just press
Where's the button?
the big one.
The big one. Okay. How many have uploaded your inventory already? Okay. So several of you have. Okay, how many have Senasites? Okay, how many want to get Senasites? Okay. Oh, wait, we need more than that. How many want to get Senasites? Okay, that's better, because Senasites is where it's going to be. I know it's been frustrating for those of us who've had them, because it is such a great way to market your business. But anybody that is new, which a lot of you are, you've been told probably by your upline, don't get a Senasite yet, because they weren't functional for a while because we didn't have product to order for our customers through our Senasites. But now it's back, and this is like the best thing ever. I can tell you, as a distributor for 18 years, oh my gosh, this is like one of the best things ever, because you can upload your inventory even if Senegence doesn't have it available. If you have it now, your customers will see it, which is super, super great. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's amazing, really, because you can go through your own inventory and upload onto your Senasite. And what I did is I took a picture of it here. So what you do is, if you have a Senasite, if you don't have a Senasite, you have to get one set up first. But once you get a Senasite, you go into your back office, and there's a tab at the top that says Senasites. And then what you do is you go into your dashboard and to your administration. That's the tab that it says administration. And if you look at the bottom, there's a new thing that never used to be there, and it says inventory. See where it says that? I don't know if you guys can see that up there, right? Okay, so then what you do is you go through and you pick out every single color that you have in stock, and you put how many of each one you have in inventory, and you save it. Because the first time I did it, I forgot to save it. So then I had to go back through again. And it does take time, especially if you have a lot of inventory. So what you have to do is just go through and put every number of each product that you have, and then save it. And then when your customers go into your Senasites to order, your inventory will show up even if Senegence doesn't have it available. And if Senegence has colors available, their colors will show up too. So let's say that you don't have a color. Let's say you don't have blue red, which that's probably not the case because everybody's got a million blue reds. But if you didn't have Blue Red, but Synergence had Blue Red available, your customers would still be able to order that, and then you would be able to get it from someone. Or if you have somebody go in and do a CDO order from you using your ID number, then your inventory plus Synergence's inventory will show up, so that you won't miss those orders now. And there also is a feature coming